Hi, my name is Michael Hollins, and I am the founding attorney here at Hollins Bankruptcy Law Office, where we, of course, practice bankruptcy law. And today I would like to give just a few pointers, a few do's and don'ts, maybe talk a little bit about the mistakes that people make sometimes prior to filing bankruptcy. So, if you are considering bankruptcy as a solution for you, here's just 5 tips of things that you should not do. But before I get into those tips, if you'd like any information on bankruptcy, or if you'd like to set up an appointment to talk with me, please head over to hollinsbankruptcy.com. There's a lot of good information there, and you can also set an appointment to talk with me. Or give me a call at 866-86-BILLS. That's 866-862-4557, and we can set up an appointment to talk then. Now, on to the topic. What common mistakes do I see quite often when people are filing bankruptcy? Well, if bankruptcy is your solution and you're thinking about it, one of the things that you don't want to do is pull money from your retirement account to pay your creditors. Your retirement savings are fully protected in bankruptcy, so you don't want to make any early withdrawals or borrow against the 401k, your IRA, or 403b simply to pay off a credit card or pay a utility bill, pay a phone bill. These are things that you'll get penalized for, and in the long run, ultimately you will lose money, and of course your retirement time will suffer as well. Number two, paying unsecured creditors such as medical bills or personal loans, those types of things prior to filing bankruptcy. You really want to make sure that you get some direction on what bills you should pay and which ones you should not. Even if you have a secured debt such as a mortgage or a car, depending on how it is structured and if you are holding on to that asset, if you're filing Chapter 7 or 13, as to if you should be making payments, with regard to those assets. The bankruptcy code does spell out in very, very clear terms as to what payments can go to what assets, what payments can go to what creditors, and it'd be okay. And in some cases, you may pay back a friend or a relative and it not be okay. It's just really dependent on your situation, how much money we're talking about, and basically when you are looking to make those payments. So prior to filing bankruptcy, call us up, let us know what your plans are, and we can help you to guide you through that. But that's definitely a no-no. Number three, just really not understanding the concept of what a set off is. SETOFF, one word. A bank is allowed to apply funds that you may have in a bank account against an unpaid loan or some type of an unpaid debt at that same bank. So as soon as you begin thinking about filing for bankruptcy, you want to consider where your money is going and where it is being kept. And these are all steps that and things that we talk about when we have a conversation regarding bankruptcy. Just understanding how set off works and how that might affect you in your bankruptcy filing. That's a third tip for things that you want to consider if you're filing bankruptcy. And you should absolutely consider. Number four, borrowing against the home to pay off a credit card or a utility bill, to pay off a phone bill. These are things that you don't want to do. Now, credit card debts can be discharged in bankruptcy. We have to first have that foundational understanding. And understand also that not paying your mortgage, however, you could lose your home. So the trade-off is not equal. And the advertisers have done a very good job about letting you know how easy it is to get a home loan or get a home equity loan against the equity in your home and take that money and pay off your credit cards, pay off debtors. But it's just not apples to apples. You are trading an unsecured debt for secured debt. And that is not advisable, and it's not something that I would advise you should be doing. And number five, last but not least, paying off your taxes or just paying your taxes in general. You need to pay your taxes. I guess if I'm putting this on the context of things you shouldn't do before filing, Not paying your taxes is number 5. You want to do that. Now, recent tax bills, they're just not dischargeable in bankruptcy. And the interest and the penalties, they'll rapidly increase the tax debt. And the IRS has an extraordinary collection power. I mean, they can cut right past court and go straight to judgment garnishment area really quickly. The IRS can collect. They can put liens. They can repossess. It's one of those, very, very potent creditors you just don't want to play with. You have to pay your taxes and stay on top of that. And of course, the key to that, if you are employed, is just to make sure that the IRS is taking enough to cover what you need, what you will owe them. Not more, not less. But if they're taking out what you need to pay them based on your salary, based on the withholdings, based on how many dependents you have, well, then that's a win. But if you're looking to file bankruptcy, number 5, not paying your taxes before you file will not be a good situation. So those are my 5 tips. If just common mistakes that I see, just to recoup them, just to go back through them, paying your IRA, pulling money from your IRA to pay creditors, not great. Paying your unsecured creditors that hopefully are not insiders, not great. Understanding or not understanding how set off works with your bank, definitely not great. You want to understand that. Borrowing from your home to pay off things like credit cards, utility bills, phone bills, not a good idea. And also just not paying your taxes. Those are my 5 tips of things that you definitely don't want to do prior to filing. Now, if that was a lot of information and you'd like to have more of a conversation about your personal situation as to what your do's and don'ts are, again, head over to hollandsbankruptcy.com. Please make an appointment to talk with us, or just give us a call, 866-86-BILLS. That's 866-862-4557. Be happy to have a conversation with you about your situation. As always, thank you for listening, and please be safe.